expected, it's Car Chat Tuesday. We will talk about Christmas this week, but not today. There's been a lot of banter. Got a lot of DMs about what has made me successful in the trade and why am I still doing it after doing it for 40 years. And the reason for that is, number one reason that I'm successful is that I am as consistent as fuck. You can call me anytime, day or night, and I will answer the phone and we will come out and get your problems looked after. And that has been the case since 2005. This is the last big holiday that I ever took. We took the kids. It was after my dad died that summer, and we went to Shuswap and spent a week or 10 days, I can't remember, on the Shuswap Lake, and it was fantastic. The kids still talk about it. It's one of those things we wish we could have done more of, but frankly, for me, it just wasn't in the cards. And part of the reason it wasn't in the cards is that's when I had a ton of employees. And I've checked the boat in. And I'm, doing the wrap up, the checkout, whatever. And I'm standing at the kiosk, sort of settling up the bill. And as most of those places do, they have a TV behind them. And there's breaking news. And the breaking news is that on the intersection of 58th Avenue and Blackfoot Trail, there is a massive fire. And there's like a dozen police cars and half a dozen fire trucks that have blocked off the intersection and created a perimeter. And you'll never guess what's on fire, but one of my plumbing trucks is on fire. Making the news all the way out to Shuswap, BC. So I have a heart attack and phone my foreman at the time. And I'm like, use all the bad words. What in the F? Oh man, we hope you wouldn't see it until you got back, but so-and-so left his torch with the fuel on, and I don't know how it happened. It fell off a rack or whatever. It wasn't secured anyway. And the blowtorch, not the Tiger torch, but it was like what the hell, turbo torch, ignited for just long enough. I don't know if it was a 2-second thing or a 20-second thing, whatever. Anyway, it lit all his combustible shit in the back of the truck, rags, you name it, and was driving down the road, and a police car was behind him, and saw smoke billowing out the back of the truck. So turned on his lights, went up and said, "What's going on? Do you have flammables and explosives in there?" And every plumbing truck does. So he's like, "Yeah." He freaked out. It blocked off the whole intersection, created a perimeter. It was a huge, huge deal. And I think that was the last time I took anything more than a couple of days here and there. Call it post-traumatic stress. I don't know what it was. That isn't the only time. There are several other stories that I had one guy, I left for a week to go somewhere and basically had a mutiny. I wish I was joking. The guy that was running the show at the time had decided, because we were working for some First Nations, and one of the guys came up to him and said, "Bob's really expensive. Can you do it cheaper?" And he's like, "Hell yeah, I can." And so he decided while I was gone, he was going to sign a contract and would go work for them for cheaper, and that he would turn around, like this is his business plan, he would turn around and hire me to do the work at a lower rate. And I said, I will sue you into oblivion if you do that. And thankfully he hadn't signed anything yet. He was, he was going to check with me and make sure everything was cool. Oh, people and their ideas. I can't even tell you. I have no doubt that ex-employees listen to my stupid rants here. But almost without exception, every one of those that I fired or let go told me to my face that they were going to steal my work and my clients, and that I couldn't do it without them. It's so laughable. And as far as I know, to the best of my knowledge, out of the 60 or 70 employees I had over that 15 to 18 year period, maybe 4 or 5 have started their own business. And the ones that have since come and apologized for their ridiculous behaviors. Because now they're on the other side of that coin and realize what it actually takes to run a business. So, I don't know where was I going with that. I've almost run out of time. Oh, consistency. That's what you need. If you're going to run your own business, then you need to be consistently available and ready. And I do mean, certainly in the beginning, I do mean you. Not your hired hand, not your, tech, whatever you're calling them. You have got to be, because that's who they want to talk to. I made the fatal mistake. It wasn't really a mistake, but it's Baker Plumbing, so they want to talk to Bob Baker. Beginning of sentence, end of sentence. Where's Bob? I do remember dealing with that with my dad when I would show up and they'd be like, where's Jerry? Oh, I'm here to help you today. And they would be disappointed. And I know my boys deal with some of that. It's now that Isaiah's been out there for almost 6 years now, Pete's like 5 years. That doesn't happen quite so often because they built their own relationships of trust with those people. But that is absolutely the number one thing. If you're going to run your own show and you're going to be successful, then you have got to be ready to be there 24/7, 365. And you can listen to a million motivational guys say that more eloquently than me, but that's the fact of the matter. Never stops, never sleeps. We were up till 2:30 in the morning last night dealing with stupid stuff. And Isaiah was out Sunday night at 9 o'clock and did 4 or 5 calls he was out Saturday night at 9 o'clock saving somebody's ass. And then he had 4 or 5 calls on Sunday. I mean, it's all fabulous money, but it does, it is a bit of a grind. So that's the truth of the matter. You're going to do it. Then you have to decide what sacrifices you're going to make. That means, you are always ready. No drinking. No getting stoned. No getting thrown out of your girlfriend's apartment. Because you never know when that call is going to come in. So, I did, after doing the construction life with Manny there, which is awesome. I highly recommend you check it out. I've got a lot of people ask me, say, what's the key? And that is it. Consistently consistent. That's the key. It has been for me. Hope it is for you. Those are my thoughts and not yours. Oh yeah, somebody said I'm gonna have this car chat, but I'm gonna have to call it like From the Truck or something cool like that. My thoughts, not yours. From the Truck. Have an excellent day.